So me and Jordan are going to be talking about the death rates, the birth rates, all those statistics for coral reefs and how it can affect the environment later on and what's causing it. This graph shows the number of coral bleaching events that is happening throughout the years. As you can see, earlier in the years it was more moderate, but now it's more severe. And basically, coral bleaching is when water is too warm. Corals will expel the algae living in their tissues, causing the coral to turn completely white. So basically, it's not like they're dying, but they have an increased risk of dying. And since more and more coral bleaching is happening, that coral reefs are ending up dying, if that makes sense.
Most corals are photosynthetic, meaning they get the majority of their food from microscopic algae that live inside them. These algae, called zooxanthellae, produce carbon-rich photosynthesis that meet the energy needs of the coral. While corals get most of their food from photosynthesis, feeding them can help them grow, prevent disease, and increase their color. You can feed corals a variety of foods, including powder, pellets, frozen, and liquid options.
And coral reefs do experience predation. There's a lot. There's fishes, crabs, snails, worms, things like that. So what's causing coral reef bleaching? There's a lot of things, but the main thing that's important is global warming. As temperature rises, mass coral bleaching events and infectious disease outbreaks are becoming more frequent. Additionally, carbon dioxide absorbed into the ocean from the atmosphere has already begun to reduce calcification rates in reef building and reef-associated organisms. Another problem going on with coral reefs
Got room for one more?
is actually the secondary consumers of the food chain for the coral reefs, the fishes. So overfishing has been a thing for a while now. And if you're overfishing and the fish population is dying, the tertiary consumers are also going to die, the creatures that eat the fishes. And if you eating the fishes, it's actually going to affect the primary consumers as well. The reason why it's going to affect the primary consumers is because if one species is having too much food, then, you know what I'm saying, like, they can increase their population more, they can have more room to move in, and it's going to be an overload of that species/organism. So it's about finding that balance.
Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
So let's say global warming is stable from 80s to this year, like 90, thousands, 10, and then, I can't fit this, hold on, to 20, right? So let's say we got that, right? And then, I don't know, these would be the temperatures or something, like 20 in Fahrenheit too, 40, 50, 60, right? And let's say it's stable, so like it starts from the 80s and like it does something, like it increases, right? And then it just stays like this or something. Right? So let's assume that's the thing. So it would be low. So like let's start here. It would be low, right? Since global warming increase. But let's say we had it stabled, right? It would increase, but it will also stay stable, if that makes sense. Like, it will increase for a little bit because many corals are able to live, right? So it increase, but it will stay stable because you got the secondary consumers eating the corals. Will actually increase. It will sound like this. Remember, competition is for the secondary consumers, like fishes, crabs, urchins, things like that. The reason why it will increase is because there's more food given out. So if there's more food given out, more people are going to want that food. But yeah, that's basically it for the project.